Welcome everybody once again to Commonsense, our conversational space. Who am I? Well, I'm the founder of Nothing SLO, or the person who travels 3 times in a week for business trips. And what it is this is my escape, my hobby, and the thing that I await the most every single week, by the way. Common Sense is my space, my time for conversations, for talking, for literally telling my story and literally speaking and putting a bit of rationality and perspective into what I do on my daily life. And it's also my project, my personal goal to show a little bit more behind the scenes of what it is to work on a day-to-day basis, what it is to have a normal life, or what it is to do what I do, which is literally something very, very standard. This is it, and this is the 3rd week that I've been out traveling for work, and every single time I've done this, I recorded a podcast. It's the 5th episode of my series of podcasting while traveling, which is a name I just invented and I really like. And once again, we're gonna go through a bit of recap, and I'm gonna have a reflection on this week and overall the experience of 3 weeks and how I'm feeling today, what it is to do this once again, and a little bit my perspective, because for the past month this is what I've been doing. So without further delay, let's go into it. Okay, everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to the podcast once again, one more week. And as I said, this is the 3rd and thankfully final week of traveling while podcasting. It's been 3 weeks of non-stop travel and podcasting. For the past 3 weeks, I've been literally living in 2 cities for half of the week and half of the other, okay? This has meant for me a complete burnout in the way of exhausting. So let me explain you why. When you're traveling for the first time, it's really, really exciting because you have to do something new, something out of your day-to-day basis. And it's the first time. So everyone actually get used to that, get around that, help you with it, and you more or less organize things to fit that one single travel in the week. Because the previous and the next one is gonna be back to normality, back to the usual routine. The problem here is that when you're going 3 weeks in a row, 2 days out, means that from the 5th of the week, you have 2 where you are not physically at the office. And projects require you to be there, to have meetings, to have reflections, to ask for doubts, to meet with suppliers, to meet with other departments. And that implies that you need to be in person. And when you are not physically in the office for 2 days, it means that the remaining 3, which also usually it's a Monday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Friday, you need to literally organize everyone around those 3 days, including yourself. So what happens is the 2 days you travel are completely empty, and you have only that one task that the trip is for. But the other 3 of the week are so fucking compact with meetings and things and tasks and deadlines that are a complete madness. When you do that 1 week, it's super exciting. You get to wake up 6 a.m., take a taxi, take a train, go, breakfast, meetings, eat out, hotel, buffet, all of that. When you do that the next week, you have to wake up 5 a.m., take a plane, do the same, while and remember, this comes from one trip, Friday, full of meetings, you go back to next week, Monday, Tuesday, again, full of meetings, you travel 2 days, you come back, more meetings, you rest, you go, and the 3rd week, you wake up again, you have 2 days of full meetings, you wake up early, you travel, you go. This means that the past 3 weeks, it's like 15 days. Out of those 15 days, 6 of them, which is almost half, I had to travel, okay, which implies more than 8 hours of work, but also implies that the remaining 9 days, 3, 6, 9 days of the week, you have to gather, organize, and move everyone around you, because you are the one going out, to fit out and to keep doing the practice because things cannot stop. This is life. And that, I'm not complaining, I'm saying it's actually fucking tough. It's really tough because you need to adapt to so many things. And then on top of that, your routine changes dramatically. I'm a guy that loves routines. I wake up, go to work 8 hours, come home, have a little post pre-workout meal. I usually go to the gym, or 2 days a week I go to friends, and then I go to swim in the pool, which are quite a structure. And then Fridays I usually take 1 day to go do the shopping, groceries, and 1 day to do all the cooking, batch cooking for the week. But that's when you have 5 days of work in the same place and you live 5 days and you're in your apartment. When you have to travel around, it's like I cannot cook so much because I'm leaving for 2 days. There are 2 days where I cannot train. There are the previous day you're tired. Do you go to train or not? When you go back, the day that you arrive, do you go and train? Do you rest? Your schedule start to fluctuate a lot. Then you also eat a lot out of your normal meals. I'm a guy who cooks a lot for himself. I do much cooking and I eat things that are quite healthy. When I go out, and maybe this is me not knowing how to balance things out, I go all out. Like I go out, I take desserts, I drink if I need to. Like I'm not gonna restrict myself to fit in the diet that I usually follow because this is fucking one occasion. But when it's 3 times a week, your body is literally telling you stop. Like I'm literally exhausted. I'm literally mentally exhausted of eating out, which is sound like a luxury, and it is a luxury, but it also an effort in a way. And this is what I want to bring today, which is when you see people traveling out, it seems like a luxury, but it's also quite an effort. Like it requires a high effort. So consider take that in consideration when judging over, presumably thinking over other people, because these past 3 weeks for me, well, it's actually been 2 months. Like in 2 months, I've done 4 trips, which is like 1 full month of traveling. Has been really demanding for myself. It's been in total. I took 4 trains, high-speed trains, 2 planes, and no, it's been 4 planes, 4 high-speed trains. 2 planes, 2 high-speed, and by 2 planes I mean, okay, let me recap. I've done 2 trips by plane, 2 trips by high-speed train, and in the middle of one of them I take 1 car to go from one city to another. So actually it's been 5 cities. In 2 months I've traveled to 5 different cities. Okay? That is actually a thing that gets you tired, and I'm tired. And then you work there. I'm not on vacation, okay? And yeah, it's a rhythm that finally is over, and I don't need to worry about traveling for trips anytime soon. Because what started to be really exciting now is like, can I just get a bit of go to the office 8 hours a day, go home, and that's it. I'm really looking forward to that, especially because trips of 2 days are really tired, let me tell you. There's a week, you get used to the week, and then you go back to normality, but 2 days is really, really tiring. But nonetheless, this is a complaint of happiness. This is a complaint of doing things great. It's also a way of saying the reality, okay? It's not better or worse than any other, just a reflection is what is the main topic and main goal that I'm trying to get here. Overall, the situation, like, if you watch or listen the podcast, the last 3 episodes, we start from the first one of these 3 together series that I was super excited. I did so many things. I was super proud. Wow, this is amazing. Best hotel ever. Second one, I was destroyed. But I was happy because I saw my family. The third one, I'm not even, like last week I was even more tired than this one. But you see the excitement lowering, because what was it the point is it's really exciting the first time. The second not so much, and the third one is actually not exciting anymore because it's not new. it's something that you have already experienced. So it's already in the, like, your expectation. This is the good example. My expectations in the first week were really low, and everything surpassed them. Second week was, well, this is average, I know what I'm doing. And third week is like, okay, this is standard. This is what I do every time I travel. So there's nothing new. There's nothing added. It's what I've been doing for quite some time. This is the fifth trip. If we compare the first one to the fifth one and to many more that may come in the future, you see the evolution. This is also really curious. You see my own evolution of, this is fucking amazing. I wish I could do this again, to, okay, this is the standard. I know I'm gonna do it again, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna learn out of every situation. So happiness, and this applies to everything in life. Excitement lasts for a few times, days, weeks, whatever. But when the excitement runs off, that adrenaline runs off, what gets, and the power and the energy that you need to get to push forward is not excitement, it's literally discipline. And what I do, why I keep doing this every time, is because I'm the most self-disciplined guy that you're gonna meet over there. If it needs to be done, it will be done on the times, and I will wake up early and I will say nothing. Because I'm quite disciplined, and I know how to keep on doing things, even though it's a fucking tedious thing. And my example that I always say is, I've played Genshin Impact, which is a gacha from the Chinese game, really, really famous, for over 3 years, more than 3 years, every single day, while I physically can. Okay, while I travel, I can't play the game. But for 3 years, I've been playing the same game every single day, at least 15 minutes, doing the daily tasks, wasting the resin, like, which is the energy of the game, every single day for 3 weeks, for 3 years. I've been training since I started. I've never stopped for a super long period of time if I didn't have an injury. So if this would have to keep on going for like 2 more months of traveling every single week, I would even do it, because I like it. First of all, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy it. But second, because even though it's not more exciting anymore, I'm disciplined enough. I'm constant, and I will do it and do it and do it and do it. And you may think, why do you do it? Because there will be one moment, and I guarantee you that when that standard keep on line spike again, that will be fucking best of the world. Fucking best of the world. When you get to spike again on that same normality, you will say, this is what I've done. This is what I've done it. For me, recording a podcast every single week is, that week that I get one good podcast, or that week that I get one comment, is the best week ever. Because it's constant, and I'm spike. And I'm not aiming to be always up here. I'm aiming to maintain the line. Don't miss out. So when spikes come, I can use them to boost me, and if it's possible, to rise the standard. Once again, I keep it. It's a lot of a constant grind. Be disciplined, be constant with what you do, which is what I like. And this is what my philosophy is doing. And always with a bit of rationality, with a bit of common sense. So the thing of traveling for me is no longer exciting, but it's something that I enjoy, and it's something that I will keep doing over the time. So when that new thing comes up, I will be there first day. If you quit when things start to get not as exciting, then you have a problem, because I guarantee you, nothing in life is always exciting. I've played a video game for 3 years, and it's a video game that I fucking love. But there are weeks and months that I just hate the game, because it's quite nothing to do. But I still play. There are weeks and months on the gym that I train, and I don't know why. Because I'm destroyed. I don't have energy. These past few weeks I've been training, and my strength has been going down. I've been gaining weight because I've been eating out, but I still do it. So that when I came back and I record my normality, I will spike. I knew that moment I will say, this is what I'm looking for. And you don't need to wait for that to happen. So you just, let me explain it better. You are not always or constantly thinking, when it's going to happen, when is it going to happen, when is it going to happen? When it happens, when you encounter with that new reality, that excitement, you will recognize it. But don't get the expectation so high, waiting for that thing. Like, I'm not going to gym every day waiting for one to take off my shirt and have abs. I'm just training and thinking that it's good, adjusting things over, slightly over. So when one day I'm slightly more shredded, I say, okay, I've been doing things great. But I'm not pushing every day to, where is it? This, when it comes, then I'm happy with it. And with trips, it's the same time. Next trip it comes, when it comes, I will be happy because I haven't planned it. And that is what I need to, or I'm trying to explain to people, okay? Excitement is literally like a sprint. It lasts for a few seconds, but the remaining part of the race is that discipline that which is gonna carry you over and over, okay? And I hope with this we made a bit clear, and we actually touched both things, how I'm today, and how I tend to approach my life and the repetitive tasks and all those things over and over, which is a lot of constant discipline. And I hope it can help you somehow, because work is never easy. You will encounter a lot of problems, not only in work, but humans are complex, and you need to adjust to every one of them. You also need to live with your own life, your own problems, other people, you talk, you listen a lot. And physically, it's not tiring, but psychologically, it's really demanding. Like, I know I'm exhausted. I know I'm mentally fatigued. I know I have quite a bit of lack of sleep because I haven't slept that much. And I know I need a break or a vacation. And I know I don't have one close. It's one whole month till Christmas. So for that remaining one whole month, what I need to do is be disciplined with myself and adjust to the things that I know that work. And if something good happens and like exciting comes out of the window, then I will welcome it with open arms. But if it needs to carry out for this, like this for like 2-3 more months, then it's also okay. I live with it, we will move forward. So that's a bit of the summary and why I highly advocate towards patience. Patience is like number one best tool, and the other thing is to be constant and to have a bit of discipline towards some things, like not everything, don't mean like a military, but advocate to that. And yeah, and my message is that, plus don't judge people who's throwing all day long. Let me tell you, it's really exciting. I hope that this was literally enjoyment, and like, oh, everyone that travels so much is like they don't have to work. Well, they do work, and they have to work double the amount, because when you're not there, things keep moving, and you cannot lose the rhythm. And with this, I will end the podcast today. Traveling feels like when you were ill and you stayed home, and you were like, oh, I don't need to go to class. But then you remember that you need to catch up with everything, and even though you did homework at home, you missed 2 days of school, and you need to ask a partner for what they've done. And if you don't done it, then you go back on the third day with 2 missing days, you're 2 days behind, and then you need to do that work of the day, and it passed 2 previous. And if not, what's gonna happen? You will fail the exam. Well, traveling is slightly that. When you go out, things in the office keep moving, and people ask and do meetings, and you're not there, so you're not listening. You are lacking information of your own projects. So you need to ask, or you need to do double the amount of work so that when you come back, you can ask the questions. And that's really demanding for one person. And also it explains that people who travel work a lot. Or at least that's myself. I don't know if everyone will fit by the same rule. But nonetheless, this has been my conclusion, my recap of traveling for 3 whole weeks. I don't know if I'll see it myself, but I'm tired, and I can clearly say that, hello guys, I'm really tired, which is tough. Nonetheless, it's been exciting, it's been really fun, and I hope I can do this again in the future. Once again, the message will again, I hope I can do it again. But in the meantime, we will see each other next week, back at home, back with standard reality. And I just realized that this is the first podcast that I do without my white glasses. And it makes me really angry because I always carry out my white glasses every single trip because it's my identity, and this is why I have this is my sense of devotion, of compromise. This is my compromise with you, with this podcast, my white glasses that I make myself. And I haven't changed them, not because anything, it's because I forgot and because I'm tired, literally tired. So my brain is going on autopilot for most of the day. But well, it's been a pleasure. This is it. Like, I have 15 more minutes and I'm literally packing up everything. I'm going to work. Thank you very much for coming once again this week. And as I said, I will see you next week back at home on the normal 4 white walls and white glasses for a full standard episode. And we'll see what we talk about. I will try to bring something fun, something different, something that is not live. Okay, maybe a video game. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care.